Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Personal Upgrade Journey. My name is Winnie, and in this journey of personal upgrade, we like to bring you ideas and information that will help you move from where you are to where you want to be in your personal and professional life. Because if you're not upgrading, then likely you're downgrading. In this week's episode, we would like to explore the B part, and this is believing in yourself. How do you believe in yourself so that you can be able to move from where you are to where you want to be? First, I'll begin with a story. A story is told of a man who was visiting a village in the east. There, he saw an elephant camp and spotted that there were elephants kept in a camp held just by a small tiny piece of rope tied to their legs. These were not chains, there were no cages, but these were huge elephants that didn't seem to move. The man was confused. He wanted to know why these elephants couldn't just break the little ropes that were holding their legs and escape the camp. So he got curious and asked the trainer how this was even possible. This is what the trainer answered. When the elephants are very young and much smaller, we use the same size of rope to tie them, and at this age it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they become conditioned and accustomed to believe that they cannot break away from the chains. So they believe the rope can still hold them, and they never try to break free. These elephants had the ability to break away from their chains and the ropes, but they adopted the belief that it's not possible. And with this, they could not escape the camp. It was a hurdle that they had the ability to jump, but because of their belief that they are not able, they became a condition to stay in the camp and they could not move away. And this brings us to the subject we have today, that is believing in yourself. What does believing in yourself mean? Believing in yourself means having faith in your own capabilities. It means you believe that you can do something, that you have the ability within to do it, and that you have what it takes to do it. When you believe in yourself, it means you can be able to overcome self-doubt, and then again you'll have the confidence to take action and get things done. And let's not confuse believing in yourself and believing in God. I've talked about this subject earlier on in another forum, and somebody asked me how it's possible to believe in yourself and not believe in God. Believing in God is a different aspect. Believing in God is supreme. And when we believe in God, it does not mean we should not believe in ourselves. And actually, when you believe in God, it also means you need to believe in yourself. If you truly believe that you are created in the image and likeness of God, then you know that when God created you, He created something that is useful for Him. Then now you have to start believing in yourself. A writer called Steve Gordy said, "The first secret of success is believing in yourself. Nothing changes in your life until you believe that you can do things that are important to you. And if you have a low opinion of yourself, nobody else is likely to raise it." So that is the discussion we want to have today. Believing in yourself. When you don't believe in yourself, then you don't believe in your capabilities, you don't believe in your skills, and no training, no tools, or anything in the world can be able to change in your life. So how do you start believing in yourself? The sad truth is that many of us have been trained to self-doubt ourselves. Last week we talked about having self-awareness, and we talked about having the innate ability to listen to yourself. But because through our upbringing and the way we've been trained, most of us have learned to doubt ourselves. But this is a skill that we need to unlearn. We need to start believing in ourselves, creating room in our inside ourselves to start believing that we have the capability to change ourselves and to move from where we are to where we want to be. Everything in your life actually is a result of your beliefs, of your belief system. If you say, I can't do this, then you will never do it. But when you start believing that you can do something, then that changes, and that is where we begin. So believing in yourself is about accepting that you have abilities and skills that are able to move you from where you are to where you want to be. All the skills and the abilities, you don't have them yet, but it is something that you can learn. But it stems from a belief that I have the ability to learn, I have the ability to move, and I have the ability to change my life from here to where I want to be. So that is the discussion we have today. And the question somebody will ask, how do I start believing myself if I've lived all my life not believing in myself? And I said, if you actually believe in the creation story, if you believe you are created in the image of God and that God fashioned you for a unique purpose, that is the beginning point. Just believe that in the beginning there's a plan. And the Bible reminds us that God has good plans for us. And these good plans requires that you start believing that you have these things inside of you that will be able to move you to the next level. So start by changing your belief about yourself. Start appreciating that you have the skills and the ability inside of you. They are there, they are sleeping, but it's time now to awaken them. Start believing yourself so that you can be able to move from where you are to where you want to be. And I told you last week that the idea that you believe there's something more in your life is an idea worth exploring. It means there's something deep inside of you that is beckoning you to the next level. So don't kill this desire. This desire is a pointer, and start believing that the fact that I have desire, I have dreams, I have ambition, I also have the ability and the capability inside of me to move to that level. So start working on them. This is just the basic point. It's just the beginning. Believe. From them now, you can move to the next level of actioning. So in this episode, I just want to remind you that it's about having the belief system that you believe in yourself and you believe that you have the capability to move to the desired end. Your goal, your dream, your ambitions are valid, as we say here. And it has been said that the biggest difference between the successful people and the ones who are not successful, either in health, in business, and in life, is that the successful people are determined to make situations work for them, while the ones who are not successful feel that they are stuck, like the elephants. They feel that they have no capability to move, and so they play the role of victims, searching for excuses and shoulds and should nots of why they cannot move from where they are. So when you start believing that you are capable, that is you've jumped the first hurdle. Now you are able to move to the next level and start figuring out how to move. When you believe in yourself, you build a confidence that it is possible to improve yourself. It also means you believe that you have the ability to raise the bar in your own life, and that you move away from the average and the normal and the rat race and move to the next level. So believe in yourself and also learn to believe in others. So as much as you start believing in yourself, the same way you believe in yourself, believe in others, because others were also created in the image of the great creator, and he put something inside of them. So believe yourself, believe in others, and everybody has potential. That is the beauty of creation. God created all of us in such a way that we all have potential. So we have the ability to improve ourselves, improve our health, improve our careers, get more meaning, more happiness in whatever you do. So how do you build this believing in yourself? The first one, as I've said, is believe it's possible. Believe that you can, that regardless of what everyone says, and especially what you tell yourself. I believe, like there's an African proverb that says that unless there's an enemy within, then enemy outside cannot do anything. And for me, I want to remind you that if you believe that you are capable, nobody outside of you will be able to tell you otherwise. So build a strong belief inside, believe that it's possible. After believing that it is possible, visualize. So where do you want to go? We have said it's about moving from where you are to where you want to be. You need to start building a picture of where you are going. How would life look like exactly when you reach where you're going? If it's a promotion, how life would be if you're promoted and you're in that corner office? How would life be if you were able to get the promotion that you've always wanted? How would life be if you're able to start a business and you're able to employ other people? How would life be if you're able to be more healthy, more happy, if you have better relationship with people? So start visualizing. Get a vision in your head. Build a picture. Make it real. Think about it often. As we say, meditate upon it. Think it, feel it in such a way that you can almost touch it. How will it be when you reach where you are? So that is part of believing in yourself. And then after visualizing, you have to act it. So as we said last week, if you want to be a CEO, what do CEOs do? Start understanding what exactly happens when you reach where you're going. When you are a businessman, what exactly happens? Start acting like a businessman. Be consistent in your action so that you can be able to arrive at your destination. And then another thing is take actions towards your goal. Let nothing stop you. Don't fear. Move and start slowly, one step at a time, and you reach where you're going. So that is about believing in yourself. This is a step that you need so that you can move from where you are to where you want to be in your professional and personal life. So thank you very much. Hope to see you next week as we explore our next subject, which is be clear or get clarity for your goals. Thank you. I'm your host again, Winnie. Hope to see you next week. Thank you.